Hello, it's Peter Wallman here, and I'm the CEO of Passion Maps. And it's my extraordinary honour today to introduce you to a beautiful woman, Benay Dyor, who's been playing around with Passion Maps. In fact, she's done one herself, and she's actually done the training program as well. So she's now an accredited coach. And I'd like to introduce her to the community of coaches and to, let her tell you a little bit about herself and her journey, and if she'd like people to reach out to her, what that might be. Anyway, let's start. And can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to do your own personal passion mapping program, and what was the result of that?
Ooh. Well, I've had 3 done now, and I started several years ago with my first one. And the first one was a very serendipitous opportunity. My good friend Natasha, who some of you might know, came over, and she'd just been trained in this beautiful modality, and she asked if I'd like my passion map done. So I was like, of course. So that was kind of the beginning of the passion map journey for me. And I was really intrigued by the modality, and that led me to hunting Peter down and eventually meeting him, and I got to do another passion map with him. And I think I think maybe 3 months ago I did an update passion map. So about 4 years passed since this all started. And looking back, of course, hindsight's 2020. But the thing I can see about how passion mapping has really changed me is, at the time I didn't realize it, 4 years ago, but I was so much in my head and out of tune with my body and my inner knowing that I just couldn't see it at the time. Now I can see it because I can see the evolution, because I've got these maps that track how much I've changed. But I think that's really what it's helped me do. It helped me kind of get out of my head for a change and find the true answers that actually were residing in my soul there the whole time. But my head was just so noisy that I couldn't quite see it. For everybody who's done it, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think that's one of the things that's attracted me so much to passion mapping, of course. And then I am a systems thinker, and I love how Peter's condensed the process of eliciting a passion map and facilitating a passion map into some very clear steps that just can't go wrong. So as a person to then bring that into the world, that really appeals to my nature. So I answered kind of both of your questions in one answer.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people learn a lot about human nature when they work with clients, and they also learn about themselves through facilitating other people and visiting their soul, as you mentioned, or sort of not visiting it, but just touching it.
It's reacquainting yourself with the treasures that just have always resided in your heart, right? And it helps people rediscover their inner child that years of being in a corporate environment or bogged down with responsibilities of family and life. You can kind of lose touch with, but we don't have to. And I think passion mapping is just such a powerful vehicle for rediscovering, what makes you you. So I love it. I'm like one of the biggest fans ever. And I'm so excited about being able to bring this awakening, to other people. It's so powerful, and it's all there within them. It's like I'm doing anything. I'm just facilitating an amazing process.
And I understand you've done a couple of couples programs.
Yes, I've done 2 so far, and it's amazing. The process, I don't know, the ping pong process is just so beautiful to see. What do you love about each other, and just getting to sort of watch that play out. It's just such a sacred thing to be a part of, and to see the cohesion that 2 people can bring together to their relationship. And the last couple I worked with, them just seeing that the light just switched on, and they've been married for a long time, have 2 kids, but they're just able, it's like they're able now to just communicate everything so easily. And it was just a couple of hours of us sitting together with some discs. It's so powerful. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is beautiful when people connect from that deeper part of themselves. I've had that
And
experience
it's easy.
that
Yeah.
experience too, working with people who've been married for 30 years, and then suddenly they have a whole different sense of what relationship is and can be. So,
Yeah, yes.
and one of the interesting things for me in that world is that often people find that their relationship is like a gift to the world. It's not just something that they have between themselves, but it's something that
Yes.
they exude into the world. And that's,
Yeah.
anyway, I'm talking about my experience. This is all about you. But
No, with that, I mean, that reminds me in the last quick is in the process, of learning how to facilitate a relationship map. There is a pivotal question that says, how do you as a team, how do you change the world or something? It's one of the steps. And that was actually, they both looked at each other and were like, oh yeah, and they just hadn't thought to ask themselves that question, but they did, and they answered it, So it was beautiful. And then to feel that they have this higher purpose and contribution to the world, even outside of just their relationship with each other. It's
yeah. And tell us about how you're contributing to the world, particularly through your coach support work and
what? Wow. Okay. That's a big question. I think right now, we're in a really interesting phase in the world right now, with so much crazy stuff going on. And I think, I help coaches get online, and that's kind of been my specialty in systematizing things. So that is just, everybody's, I think work from home is the number one search phrase at the moment right now. So I'm very well suited to be able to help in that space, and to be able to use things that I'm really skilled at in that space is great. With regard to passion mapping, I just finished a session actually before this, and we're going to have to move to a virtual online, doing this whole process online. So I'm really excited about helping bring that to passion mapping and share my experience with other facilitators who are probably going to have to start moving in these areas too. And I think as far as the passion mapping community, that's something that I'm really interested in and have a background and expertise in too. So I'm really looking forward to how that's going to unfold. Looking for the silver lining in what could be a bleak situation right now.
Just to contextualize, we're making this video in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown in Australia, in New South Wales and Queensland, where we are. And so at the moment, pretty much everyone's at home most of the time. And which is, begs the question, well, what can we offer? How can we be of service to those people? So we will be, I have some good news to share with you around that, Benay, after this.
I'm very much on that, on that wavelength right now.
So who would you like to contact you as a result of this video, and why?
Within the passion mapping community of
anyone at all.
Oh, right. Well, I've done 9 maps so far, and I'm just loving them. And the people that I'm really gravitating to are people who are in a healing and coaching space. And I'm really excited about, and the woman that I just worked with now is a kinesthesiologist who's had a couple of near-death situations herself. And she's been dealing with that for so long and has forgotten about who is she and what lights her up. And she knows that she needs that to energize her and to fulfill her work, which is to make a bigger difference in the planet. I think it's those kind of people who are very conscientious and they're giving back, they're of service to others, and they know that they might need a little bit of facilitation to pull out those real gems in that beautiful way that passion mapping does. So that's my ideal client. With regard to passion mapping and in its future, I'm very much interested in how can we get this working very effectively online. It's just an area of interest.
Thank you very much for honouring me with your presence in this interview, Benay.
Thank you for letting me be honoured.
All the best through your journey, and all the best through this crazy time we're in.
Yeah.
So goodbye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.